What practical solutions can we implement to help solve the problem of traffic?
Traffic is one of those problems that almost everyone complains about, yet very few people believe they can personally influence. We often blame the government, poor infrastructure, reckless drivers, or rapid urban growth. While those are certainly major factors, solving traffic requires more than waiting for large scale reforms. It requires governments, businesses, communities, and individuals to work together. Every improvement, no matter how small, contributes to making our roads safer, faster, and more efficient. Let's explore practical solutions that can realistically make a difference. The first solution is improving public transportation. People choose private vehicles for many reasons: convenience, comfort, reliability, and speed. If buses, trains, and other forms of public transportation become dependable, clean, safe, and punctual, many commuters will gladly leave their cars at home. This means investing in more buses and trains, creating dedicated bus lanes, modernizing stations, integrating payment systems, and ensuring reliable schedules. Public transportation should become the easiest option rather than the last resort. Cities around the world have shown that when public transport improves, traffic congestion naturally decreases because thousands of people no longer need to drive individual vehicles. The second solution is better traffic management using technology. Traffic lights should no longer operate using fixed timers regardless of traffic conditions. Smart traffic systems can adjust signal timing based on real-time traffic flow. Traffic monitoring cameras, artificial intelligence, GPS navigation, and centralized traffic control centers allow authorities to detect congestion quickly and respond immediately. Drivers can also benefit from navigation apps that suggest less congested routes, helping distribute traffic more evenly across the road network. Technology cannot eliminate traffic entirely, but it can make existing roads much more efficient. The third solution is encouraging flexible work arrangements. The COVID-19 pandemic demonstrated that many jobs can be performed remotely. Not every employee needs to travel during rush hour every single day. Companies can implement hybrid work schedules, staggered office hours, or compressed work weeks. If even a small percentage of workers avoid peak commuting hours, congestion during morning and evening rush hours can decrease significantly. Businesses benefit from improved employee satisfaction, while cities experience smoother traffic flow. The fourth solution is improving urban planning. Many cities developed faster than their infrastructure could support. Residential areas, commercial centers, schools, hospitals, and workplaces are often concentrated in limited districts, forcing millions of people to travel long distances daily. Future development should encourage mixed-use communities where people can live, work, shop, study, and access services within the same area. When daily necessities are closer to home, travel distances become shorter, reducing overall traffic volume. The fifth solution is promoting walking and cycling. Not every trip requires a car. Safe sidewalks, pedestrian crossings, bicycle lanes, and secure bike parking encourage people to walk or cycle for shorter distances. This not only reduces traffic, but also improves public health and lowers pollution. Many cities that invested heavily in cycling infrastructure have seen remarkable reductions in road congestion while creating healthier communities. The sixth solution is stricter enforcement of traffic laws. One illegally parked vehicle can block an entire lane. One driver who ignores traffic rules can create a chain reaction affecting hundreds of other motorists. Consistent enforcement against illegal parking, reckless driving, blocking intersections, and disregarding traffic signals helps keep roads moving efficiently. The goal is not simply to issue fines, but to create a culture where everyone respects the rules, because they understand that discipline benefits everyone. The seventh solution is improving road maintenance. Poorly maintained create bottleneck accidents and slower traffic. Potholes, faded lane markings, damaged traffic signs, and unfinished road projects all contribute to congestion. Preventive maintenance is far less expensive than allowing roads to deteriorate completely. Governments should prioritize timely repairs and coordinate construction projects carefully to minimize disruption. The eighth solution is encouraging carpooling and ride-sharing. Many vehicles on the road carry only one person. If coworkers, neighbors, or friends share rides whenever possible, the total number of vehicles decreases. Companies can encourage carpooling by offering preferred parking spaces or organizing employee ride sharing programs. Every shared vehicle represents one less car, contributing to congestion. The ninth solution is improving freight and delivery management. Delivery trucks often operate during peak traffic hours, occupying valuable road space. Scheduling commercial deliveries during off peak hours can significantly reduce congestion. Logistics companies can also optimize routes using technology to reduce unnecessary travel and fuel consumption. Efficient freight movement benefits businesses while easing pressure on public roads. The 10th solution is educating the public about responsible road behavior. Traffic is not caused only by infrastructure. Human behavior plays a huge role. Simple habits like leaving home earlier, avoiding unnecessary lane changes, respecting pedestrian crossings, allowing merging vehicles, and maintaining safe following distances help traffic flow more smoothly. Public education campaigns can encourage patience, courtesy, and defensive driving. A culture of respect on the road often has a greater impact than many people realize. The 11th solution is expanding digital government and online services. Many trips occur simply because people need to submit documents, pay bills, or complete government transactions. If more services become available online, fewer people need to travel physically. Banks, government agencies, schools, and businesses have already demonstrated how digital services reduce unnecessary travel while improving convenience. The 12th solution is planning long-term infrastructure projects wisely. Building more roads alone is rarely enough. Experts often point out that expanding highways without improving transportation alternatives can eventually attract even more vehicles. Instead, governments should balance road expansion with investments in rail systems, bus rapid transit, pedestrian infrastructure, cycling networks, and intelligent transportation systems. Infrastructure planning should focus not only on today's traffic, but also on future population growth. However, perhaps the most important solution begins with ourselves. We cannot control every traffic light, build highways, or redesign cities, but we can control how we behave. We can choose patience instead of aggression. We can obey traffic rules even when no one is watching. We can avoid blocking intersections. We can give way when appropriate. We can plan our trips more efficiently. We can maintain our vehicles properly. We can choose public transportation or carpool whenever practical. We can remember that every driver around us is another human being trying to get home safely. Sometimes traffic is not simply a transportation problem. It is a reflection of how well society cooperates. When everyone tries to gain a few seconds by breaking the rules, everyone ultimately loses much more time. But when thousands of people each make small, responsible choices, those choices accumulate into meaningful improvements. History has shown that cities can overcome severe traffic problems through consistent planning, investment, enforcement, innovation, and public cooperation. There is no single miracle solution. Instead, progress comes from combining many practical actions over many years. Traffic may never disappear completely, especially in growing cities, but it can become more manageable, more predictable, and far less stressful if governments provide effective leadership, businesses support flexible practices, communities encourage sustainable transportation, and individuals accept responsibility for their own behavior. In the end, solving traffic is not only about moving vehicles more efficiently, it is about improving quality of life. Less time sitting in traffic means more time with family, greater productivity, better physical and mental health, cleaner air, lower fuel costs, and stronger communities. Every journey begins with one step. Likewise, every solution begins with one responsible decision. If each of us commits to making that decision every day, we become part of the solution instead of part of the problem.